the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real, relevant, and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Yes, it is the Kim Jacobs Show, and glad to have you all with us today in the virtual studio audience. So glad to have you all here as my guests and experts and Power Up Summit speakers. How are you today?
Good.
I know you're all muted and everything, but I'm just waving to you at least. Super excited to have you guys on today's episode. But as we kick today's episode off, I definitely want to infuse some of the things that's happening throughout this week. And one of the things I want us to do is keep the families in prayer with the condo that collapsed in the Miami area, in the oceanfront condo tower that partially collapsed. Right now, it's been said that 4 have been reported to be deceased and 159 people are missing. And so I definitely want to take a moment to just put this contact information up, because people watch the Kim Jacobs Show all around the country, all around the world. And so I don't know who's going to be watching today that may not even know this information. But if you have a family member that's unaccounted for in this particular condo, please know that this is the phone number for you to be able to reach out and report that to authorities. It's 305-614-1819. Again, it's 305-614-1819. If you have a family member that has been involved in this collapsed building that's in the Miami area, the oceanfront condo tower that is on the Surfside area just north of Miami, Florida, make sure that you reach out. And we're praying for you, for your family, for your loved ones, for those that have had those that have transitioned. We're praying you have our deepest sympathy and our deepest condolences. And so we just want to, as we talk here on the Kim Jacobs Show, not just disregard that there's so much happening around the world and people need our prayers. And your prayers may really make a difference in somebody's life. Okay, so as we are welcoming our experts today, we're going to be talking about quite a few things here on Freestyle Friday. Whatever you want to talk about, make sure you type it in the comment section. We'll do everything we can to get to your comments throughout today's broadcast. But we have with us some experts that's going to be talking about quite a few things today. Let's get started with Carrie Ann Hilliard. Carrie Ann, glad to have you today. How are you?
I'm well, so glad to be here. Thank you for having me on here.
I am so glad to have you as well. I've had Carrie Ann on the show before, and she's now an expert here on the Kim Jacobs Show. She's had her own life experiences. I'm not going to tell her whole story, but I can tell you, I'm going to give you a chance to tell a portion of your own story. But her story is it's overwhelming in a way, but it's also transformational, and it's helped her to become who she is today as a single mother. And now she's the author of a book called Overcoming Single Parent Obstacles. I have the book as well. I actually have it on my nightstand because I've been reading it and making little notes and things that I think would help our viewers. But I was like, you know what? Why am I doing all of this? I could just bring Carrie Ann back, right, as the expert. So that's an excellent book that you have. And I'm so glad to have you here today. So tell us about your book. Tell us a little bit about your journey and some tips that you may have for us today.
Okay, so my book is about my life. I started out as a teen parent, and I just decided now a couple of years ago to just write this book. And during the pandemic is when I actually put it out there to release it to the world, because we were all in the house and we were home, and it's like my book needs to be out there. For so long, I've been holding on to my story. And I realized that my story can help so many parents that are out there, as well as students that are out there and the kids. It's just about my life and the journeys that I've taken. And I was just telling someone else, Lady Kim, how I need to write a lifetime movie about my book, because it's like, I can't even believe like I'm still standing. All the different things that is right here in this book is just, is very overwhelming when you think about it. And when you're reading, you're like, oh my God, this happened. But what I love most about my book is that it has questions in there. So if you're a parent, or it could be for anyone, because it's a real good self-help book, but it just asks you different questions like, what do you want out of life and how you're going to get there, and mapping out what you're going to do to overcome your obstacles. That's what it's all about nowadays. It's all about just overcoming our obstacles and doing that one person at a time, one parent at a time, one kid at a time, and then just going and giving the world what God has gifted you, so that way you can inspire others and let other people know that, hey, you don't have to commit suicide. You don't have to go through that divorce alone. You don't have to go through the domestic violence alone, because there are people out there that can help you. Live people that you can call up or text and just say, hey, give me some hope, give me some joy, help me overcome my obstacles. So that's what the book is all about, overcoming obstacles.
That is incredible. And what do you think is like one of the biggest obstacles that, and I know this is just generically speaking, but
Mhm.
from your perspective, maybe, what was one of the biggest obstacles you had to overcome as a single parent?
My biggest obstacles was actually just my mind, identifying the different thoughts that come in my mind and just seeing things for what it really is. So those were some of the biggest obstacles that I had to overcome. But once I figured it out in my mind, once I gave it all to God, I let go and let him take care of it, everything just started falling into place.
Wow.
So,
That's
yeah.
good. Anybody on the panel, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to share them as well. Listen, we're talking with Carrie Ann Hilliard, our expert that helps single parents overcome obstacles. She's written a book on it, and you can get her book at carrieannhilliard.com, which the Carrie Ann has two R's. So it's CarrieAnne Hilliard.com. And that's for my podcast listeners that aren't getting a chance to see this broadcast. The phone number is 704-733-0344. And Carrie Ann can also be emailed at carrieannhilliard@gmail.com. And she welcomes you to reach out to her. If you're a single parent, you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you're overwhelmed, definitely reach out to Carrie Ann and get
Yep.
some advice. And you'll talk to them. That's your cell phone you giving?
Yeah, it's my phone's right here.
You ain't gonna be single long. You
In
ain't gonna be
case I
single
need it.
long messing around giving your cell phone.
Hey, it hasn't started ringing yet. So when it
Okay.
starts ringing, I'll find a new number.
That's hilarious. Hilarious. So basically, the information that you're sharing, I think, is so helpful to people. And you had your significant other pass away, right?
Yes, he
Can you
did.
tell us?
He ended up passing when my daughter was 2 years old, going on 3. And that was very devastating in our lives. For the whole first week, I couldn't do anything. I had my own place. I had to move back in with my parents just so I could have that extra support, because I was renting where I was. And I'm like, there's no way in the world I'm staying here, because when he was passing, it was like in the home. And then once he got to the hospital, they was like, he's gone. And it was crazy because like we was at a neighbor's house praying, and like I felt his spirit just transitioning. And I'm like, he's gone, y'all. There's no point of praying. And they're like, come on, we got to keep praying. I'm like, I know, I feel it. Like I felt it all in my bones, in my soul, in my spirit. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, oh my God, like this is really happening to me. But just, yep, that's what happened when my daughter was 2 on 3, had to go back home to my parents. And I'm so grateful that they were there with open arms. So any person that's out there going through difficult situations, grab a loved one, grab some friends. Do not go through the tragedy alone. Grab some help.
That's really good advice. And don't go through any tragedy or trauma alone, because you have people that love you and support you and want to be able to embrace you and get you through to the other side of your journey. So I'm really grateful for the feedback that you shared. And I'm glad, I know you're one of our newer experts. So you're like, oh gosh, how does this flow? This is
Yeah.
the flow of it on Freestyle Friday. You come on, you share some tips, and people get a chance to stay connected with you. Let's see some of the comments that came in. Ernetta Caldwell, which was our guest this week as well. She said, hello, everyone. She's written a book about how to heal from having a broken heart. And her book is incredible as well. So
Yeah,
definitely,
it's a good one.
yes, 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 Carrie Ann Hilliard, I am proud of you, she said. And then I see
Oh, I'm
Justine
so proud of
Hilliard.
her too.
I see
Wow.
Justine Hilliard tagging some people. Thank you. Everyone take a moment and tag some people as well. Single parents need your story, Carrie Ann. You are such an inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
And they said, okay, people are tagging people, and you are not alone. Yes.
Yep.
Anybody that's as a single parent that's here watching today, you're not alone. You have Carrie Ann Hilliard to reach out to if you don't have anybody else to reach out to. So make sure you take advantage of that. So thank you so much for your words of wisdom today. And you can stay on and be a part of the rest of the discussion, or you're welcome at any time to pop off, because I know people have different things going. So it's Freestyle Friday. We're going to keep it going and have
All
a
right.
great rest of our day. All
Thank
right.
you.
We have a young lady that's here today, Miss Vera Thomas, and she's going to be talking to us today about some information about an upcoming event that she is being a part of. Let me make sure I tell people about this event, because y'all don't know who we have here on this time. It's time to power up, right? I got time to level up, time to power up. We got all kind of stuff going on when it comes to churn cherry. Time to power up.com. You don't want to miss anything that this woman has going on. So let me take you guys, before I introduce our next speaker today, we're going to talk about this upcoming conference that's happening, and it's none other than Time to Power Up.com. This right here, okay, Vera, I know you're going to be our speaker right now coming up, and I'm going to give you a chance to talk about what your role is in this upcoming conference. But everyone, if you have not registered for the Time to Power Up.com Power Summit 2021, you want to register as quickly as possible. It's going to take place July 14th through July 18th, and it's called the Power Up Summit. As you can see, Kern Cherry is front and center. She's spearheading this masterful project, but you have some of the most world-renowned thought leaders that are going to be speaking right here on this platform in this conference, and you don't want to miss it. You got Kim Coles and Lisa Nichols. If you're going to hear them and it's for free, you want to be in the seat. It's hosted by Kern Cherry, July 14th through the 18th. I'm going to put this link right in the comments so that you'll know exactly where you can go to officially register for free. I don't know if you get filled up for free. I don't know how that works. But if I were you, I would just go ahead and register as quickly as possible. So that way I don't miss my opportunity to be in that seat hearing this life-changing information. Is that fair, everybody? All right. Okay.
Yes.
So let's see here. I want to make sure that I'll go and give everyone a chance to hear this next wonderful speaker who's speaking at the Power Up Summit 2021. Vera Thompson, she is a life coach. She's a speaker, trainer, mediator, and a poet. Go ahead. Now, you're a poet. You got some words up in there, huh? Producer of a weekly podcast radio show called The Vera Thomas Show. She has worked with companies, nonprofit organizations, schools, churches, customizing and delivering training and leadership programs. She works with youth and adults. She impacts them with customized programs that help companies, individuals, and families to examine their attitudes and behaviors that impact the workplace and families. She's endured physical, emotional, mental abuse as a child, and lots of other things that I'll let her talk a little bit more about. But I am going to take this moment to introduce Vera Thomas at this time. How are you, Vera?
I am blessed and highly favored. Thank you so much for having me here. And given all the things that so many people have gone through and struggling with, and understanding that life gives us all kinds of twists and turns. And my presentation with this PowerPoint, the last one, I talked about things that parents do that can impact on their children's lives. Well, this time I want to talk about holding on to our dreams. So what I want to share with your audience is hold fast to your dreams. Even if at times it may seem it may never come true, living your dream will depend on you. The roads we take, the paths we choose are necessary to live our dreams through. There may be detours, winding roads, and wrong turns, all in which are lessons to be learned. As your journey unfolds, you'll realize your goals. What a beautiful story soon to be told. So hold fast to your dreams. And in order for your dreams to become a reality, you got to take action. Things will happen. Persist and you will gain. Pursue your goals day by day. Your life will not be the same. Dream dreams without hesitation. Visualize them. See them every day. Feel the excitement, exaltation while you're on your way. And so my talk is going to be talking about those winding roads, those wrong turns, and those detours that happen in our lives that can discourage us or keep us from recognizing our purpose and our dreams. And so just knowing that no matter what it is that you're going to, if you are a believer and you know that God is in control and you know that he holds your hand, he carries you when you're unable to carry yourself, just trust that he gave you a purpose, he gave you a dream, and he wants you to fulfill it. And he will give you what you need to get where you need to go. And just know that whatever happens, this too shall pass.
You better believe it. And that's a difficult thing to comprehend when you're in the middle of something.
Yes, it
this
is.
too, eventually, guess what? It's going to pass. And so when you talk about, first of all, you just did a beautiful job. No wonder you're a poet. No wonder you are a poet. You've said that so eloquently.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I felt it down in my bones. I was like, this
Thank you.
is so bad. What do you recommend to people that are in the middle of a storm and they don't have that poetic vibe about them, that they don't look at it like, hey, this too shall pass, is going to come to an end? What advice would you give people, Vera?
Well, you know, when you're going through it, you don't even realize how stressed you are sometimes when you're going through a bunch of things. The thing that has helped me, and I have to say, the thing that has helped me is going to the Word and trusting, because everything that we go through, everything that we need is in the Word. It's in the Word. And so things like peace be still, when I've been in contentious situations and it's just chaos everywhere, just saying, peace be still. Peace be still. It makes a difference. And recognizing that there are so many, he said, if you seek me, you will find me if you seek me with your whole heart. And so seeking him is going to the Word and looking at the Word. The 23rd Psalms has also been a help to me. The Lord is my shepherd. And knowing when we're going through stuff, reading that, reciting it can make a difference. All I can say is Word has helped me. And I trust that. And understand, speaking things into existence. When you're going through things, think about the fact that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. And when you think on those things, in fact, the scripture that says, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of a good report.
Yes.
Think on those things. If you think on those things when you're going through stuff, it can make a difference. It can make a difference.
Awesome advice, everybody. Make sure that you all stay connected with Vera Thomas and tell them what your email is so they can stay connected right there with you.
My email address is instillinggreatness1117@gmail.com.
Excellent, excellent. And how can they stay connected with you on Instagram? I see that as well.
I'm on Instagram. It's vera.thomas.779. I'm also on Facebook. The Vera Thomas Show is also on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn. And so you can reach me in any of those platforms.
Excellent. So make sure that today you connect with Vera Thomas right on Instagram and on Facebook with her Vera Thomas Show. I'm going to go right now, because if I don't do some things right then, it just doesn't happen. So right this second, I am going to search, what is it, Vera?
The Vera Thomas Show on Facebook.
I want to go to your Instagram for a second, though.
Oh, okay. Vera.thomas.779.
Thomas. Oh, here you go. Hey, I'm following you right now.
Thank you. And I will follow you too.
And I am going to definitely make sure you guys, we have speakers and different people that we're getting exposed to. Sometimes life gets so busy and you're like, oh my goodness, I wanted to do this, but I didn't follow through and get this thing done. Take a moment out of your schedule, get connected with people that can help you. And these people that I'm bringing on the Kim Jacobs Show can make a difference in your life in some regard. So Carrie Ann, make sure you're following Carrie Ann. Do you have Instagram, Carrie Ann?
Yes, I do. It's my first and last name, Carrie Ann Hilliard. Yep,
Carrie
and
Ann,
just followed you
R's,
too.
y'all. Make sure you have 2 R's. Carrie Ann Hilliard right here.
Yep, CarrianneHilliard.
I'm following you, and guess what? I just followed you, Arnetta Caldwell, too. I see you on there. And actually, Dr. LaWanna Grant, the Female Leaders in Ministry, I just followed you too. Okay, so I'm going to follow all of you all before the end of this broadcast today. Yay. All right. I'm glad. This is good networking, guys. Freestyle Friday is not just about us just bringing people on and talking to you or talking at you, but it's us connecting and getting a chance to stay connected well beyond just the show. Okay. So thank you so much, Vera Thomas. That was awesome. All right. I am excited. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back and hear more from some of our experts, as well as some of the topics you all may want to talk about that's happening in the community. Let me introduce you now to one of our episode sponsors who's doing some great things from a real estate perspective. He's teaching people how to flip houses. His name is Greg Moore, and you'll learn more about him now, and then I'll talk about him a little bit more when we return.
What's up, y'all? It's Greg Moore, founder of You Can Flip Houses Academy. Listen, I'm often asked the question, how did you get started flipping houses? Listen, I played for the Patriots in the NFL, and in the game against the Browns, I had a career-ending injury. I was devastated, but I used the money from my rookie season. I bought a house, I flipped it. Fast forward to today, and I flipped over 300 properties, man. And listen, I teach people just like you how to do the same. Join me in my academy at youcanfliphouses.com, and I'll see you on the inside.
All right, everyone, we are here talking with some of the Power Up Summit conference speakers, as well as some of the experts right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. This episode is sponsored by Greg Moore, who you just heard about, and his academy is very helpful. If you have not signed up for the academy, you don't have to have experience. He will teach you what you need to know. And the phone number not the phone number, but the website, and he's given a very specific discount, very low discount to the viewers of the Kim Jacobs Show, is youcanfliphouses.com. Make sure you let them know that Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. And thank you for being one of our episode sponsors today, Greg Moore from You Can Flip Houses. All right, so we are going to keep it moving and get some education about our health and wellness and nutrition. And let's go. I'm going to put you two up here in the same bubble, and y'all let me know who's going to go first and second. But we have Courtney Jacobs, and we have Mai, Cooking with Mai. And let me put Courtney up here first. Courtney is my brother, number one, but he's also the founder of, well, you have Courtney here today. So Courtney Wellness Companion and the Blacker, the Berry, and a lot of different projects that he's working on. And he's a father, he's a husband, he's a spiritual leader, and just an overall committed young man that is determined to tell people that their health and wellness, it matters. And he does it by allowing us to be companions with each other on our journey together towards healthiness. He's lost, I don't know, maybe over 90 pounds or so and kept it off with no surgery. So he knows what he's talking about. This is Courtney Jacobs. Hey, Courtney.
Hey, sis, what an amazing introduction. I don't think I need to say a whole lot. I do want to say I appreciate this platform, and I appreciate what you do as far as connecting and collaborating with people and allowing there to be space for that. I think that's powerful. I am blessed to be able to be here today, and I have an amazing guest. I call her my sister from another mister. I'm in Pennsylvania. My partner over there, Mai Tai, she's all the way in California. And if you look at us, you won't see a whole lot in common as far as features go. But if you look at our hearts and our minds, we really want to champion wellness, and we really want to just help people to get healthy. And we found each other during the pandemic when many people were secluded and thinking that they were lost. But we found each other, and then we found so many other people. Kim, I do want to say thank you for being a strategic partner and a founding member with the Courtney Wellness Companion. And we're very happy to be your companion and to journey with you. It's a daily lifestyle, and this amazing panel that you have of beautiful women who are beating the drum and just helping a lot of people. We definitely want to connect with you and resonate with you as well, and support each of you in any way that we can, because that's what this is really all about. The month of June, we're doing a water challenge. So if you're in the studio audience, I want you to throw up the water emoji if you've had 1 cup of water. Now, it's almost noon now. So a little bit of engagement. The studio guests, you can participate. Well, I don't know if you can participate if you have another device. I guess you could, but otherwise, if you're in the virtual audience, if you've had 1 cup of water so far, put up 1 water emoji. And the water, you can use any one of them. It doesn't matter. If you've had 2 cups, put up 2. Hit it twice. If you've had 3 cups, hit it 3 times. Because we're championing water and wellness in the month of June. And
wait. Why did I try to start drinking? I was like, oh man, I have my little sip cup with. Yeah. I have my little Kim Jacobs show cup, right? I watched the Kim Jacobs. I done picked the whole bottle up. I'm like, let me get this down before Courtney, so I can at least put 1 bottle in. Go ahead.
It's amazing when you start to talk about it. Other people will do the same thing. I do the same thing. You can see me. I'm walking right now. I was sitting down, but I really wanted to tell people it's okay to sit down, but it's just hard for me to sit down. I don't know why. I start moving, but it is good to sit down and take a break. I wanted to mention that because I'm always moving. But I would like, in the month of July, we're going to do a Go Green challenge, which green is for good health and growth. And I would love for you to talk about that. She's CWC's Courtney Wellness Companion's CFO, and also our foodie cook. So she is amazing with food. Go ahead, Mai.
Yes. Well, before you start speaking, Mai, because I definitely want to say that Mai knows how to cook some very creative dishes, and she knows how to make them keto friendly. And if you're allergic to certain things, she will actually customize it and say, well, Kim, since you're allergic to this, how about doing bananas as a substitute or whatever? And I just am really grateful that I've had the opportunity to cross paths with you, Mai, and your cooking is amazing. One time you did like cheese tortillas, and then you put the food inside of it. I have been buying those ever since, and I love them. So now I'll just get whatever, some type of protein, and I'll put a little drizzle of salt, and I'll wrap it around the cheese and microwave it for like 10 seconds. And I'm like, thank you, Mai, all because you taught me how to cook like that. It makes my life so different. So welcome. And Mai has a beautiful family as well. And I'm so glad that you're a part of Courtney Wellness Companion. So glad to have you. Go. Are you muted? Wait, I can't hear you. And she's so true. She does like to, like, of course, as you can't hear Mai, right?
Another thing.
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. So the thing that Kim was talking about was the folio cheese wrap. that you can use in place of a taco shell. You can heat it up and it gets crispy, and you can put your taco meat in there. Kim talks about it every time I come on. I guess it was a big hit.
Yes.
Yes, so go green in July. So we challenged you to eat a green in every meal, at least one meal a day. And bonus points if you can try something that you've never tried before. And for me, I'm growing my own greens in a hydroponic, a DIY. So this is lettuce that I started from seeds, and it's just a container. This is an old jar of whatever sauce. And this is a pool noodle, and so you just grow them and you can eat them very easily. Radishes is another thing that's super easy to grow. I know that Kim's daughter is an avid gardener, and so it's so much fun to grow and watch them, and harvest and eat from your own garden that you started yourself. And last night we had a cooking show, and we made a copycat version of PF Chang's chicken lettuce wrap. Man, that was so good and so easy. It came together like in 20 minutes. And my friend Regina, she's a vegan, and she was able to make it using a plant-based chicken, and she raved about it. It was low carb and just so good. And like, I think that it doesn't have to be complicated or boring to eat your greens. You don't have to eat the same thing over and over again or have a boring salad. Like, if you follow Regina and myself, we have so many different recipes and ways to inspire you to eat this green. So we're excited because eating greens give you good skin, makes you regular.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
and this is only one part of our companion. As I mentioned, Kim is a strategic partner and a founding member, and we do want to offer something special to you. The cooking class show, that is one of the things that we do throughout the week. On Mondays, we do a snatched core training that's going to tighten up your abs. And it's about to be summertime. It's getting warm. We're going to take care of you. That's 30 minutes. You can tap in live, or it's recorded. On Tuesday, we do a coaching call. It's a group coaching call. So we walk and we talk. We have a really good time. It's a lot of fun. It's about 30 minutes. On Wednesdays, we do a wellness topic. And as a member, you would have access to our wellness panel, which consists of fitness trainers and nutrition consultants and some medical folks. And on Thursdays, you have access to the amazing Mai Tai or Regina. She mentioned Regina. She's also a foodie, and two amazing foodie cooks that cook every week. And you can participate live, or you have access to the recording, but they show you how to eat. And I think one of my favorite things was the keto coconut cheesecake. I have a major sweet tooth, and don't judge me, panel. No, don't be judging me on that one. I have a major sweet tooth, but I've been able to substitute healthy things. And when I say healthy things, I do drink protein shakes, but I mean, everybody doesn't do that. I get that. But we made a keto coconut cheesecake, and it was amazing. So there's so much that you can do with it. It's limitless. And just for today, for those of you that are watching on the Kim Jacobs Show, if you join us, Kim Jacobs and Mai Tai and myself, our companion, we're going to give you a 50% discount. Which,
wait, yeah. Where do they go? Where do they go to get that?
Well, they need to DM me or Mai. You have to DM, because right now, if you go to iCourtney.com, our subscription is $19.99 a month. So you get all that, what I just said, every week for $19.99. If you lock it in and join with us, tap in with us today, we will cut that in half. And we're going to bring you right into our system, the challenges, all that stuff. We're going to just swoop you up, and we're going to all get healthy and well together, get it tight, get it right.
So wait, go. Okay, so they have to go DM Courtney Jacobs or do I say my what?
Mai Tai.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I put it in the comments if you want to share that as well.
Okay.
And then
let me put this up, everybody, so y'all will know, because you'll be like, well, we didn't know where to go. Don't be trying to not give us our 50% off, right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so that's where you go, and then you also put it. I see the free challenge in your Facebook group. Is that what you're saying, Mai Tai?
So
we have both. We have to do both. You can join our membership for 50% off. You DM myself or Courtney. And then we have the Go Green Challenge starting in July. And so that's in our free Facebook group. So you get a ton of support, and it's just fun. It's just fun. You get inspired by everybody.
I ran while you were talking, and I got some green stuff too. So let me put myself over here. That's what I was running to do. And then I put myself right in a big block. I was like, well, great, Kim. Now you're front and center. Right? Okay. But look, I went and got some things that's green in my house. So I have some peppers.
Oh, yes. Bell peppers.
And I mean, we have so many green things. If you look around and if you're intentional about it. And once I saw your thing saying we were going to be doing this, Courtney, and I was like, Kim, what do you have green? You need to be having some green stuff. So cucumbers and then avocados, which we have all of this stuff in the house already. It's just a matter of cutting it up and making some type of dish with it. Lots of spinach. We have spinach.
Yes.
And then this is the best thing I have. Guess what? This came out of my daughter's garden.
Jayla.
Jayla grew this zucchini. We cooked some up yesterday. It's so good, delicious, sweet, and her garden is just so robust with some beautiful fruits and vegetables. So
that's it. I'm hopping a plane. I'm coming on down to Charlotte.
You won't get any broccoli. Let me put myself back in. You won't get broccoli because we have a family of rabbits that's eating the broccoli, and they come out every morning. It's like, hey, everybody, come on. This is the house right here. So one part of our garden, we've tried everything, aluminum foil, you name it, we've tried it, and it does not deter these rabbits. They're like, no, these are here some nice people. I don't think they're gonna hurt us. We ain't gonna put no kind of wire or none. Let's go. Come on. We done told y'all better come get your breakfast. That's what they're doing.
I feed my rabbits these lettuce. I'm growing these lettuce for the rabbits, and they love it. It's like I give them the store-bought one. They're like, no, give us the fresh stuff, organic stuff.
I know, like we wanted to eat our own broccoli. We didn't want the rabbits to eat it, and they're getting nice and fat off of our stuff. I can see it. This is crazy.
One of the things we really want to do is we really want to give it away free as much as we can. Wellness, because everybody should be able to be well. I mean, we're coming through a pandemic right now, and we've lost so many people. And so many people are worried about their health. So it's a really good time. Our free community, you ought to tap into that. Every one of you that are watching this, you should tap into that. It's free. And we're doing the challenges. In May, we did a movement challenge. We walked or ran 2 miles a day. In June, we're doing this water challenge. And there's so many testimonials. So many people are like having so much success. Their skin, how they're feeling, they're having good bowel movements, and everything is just flushing and pouring in so beautifully. And we're going to grow in the month of July. You know, somebody got a green background there. Who is that with that green background? She already knew what we was talking about. She knew what to do.
Sean Lorette.
I need to connect with her. She's right in the middle. I see you. I see that green. Don't be playing with me now.
Actually, speaking of green, we're going to be going to Sean Lorette next. But I want to thank you so much. What, Courtney, you saying something else?
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that was going to be the segue. Right. The green. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely. We're going to go to Sean Lorette next. And I'm so glad, Courtney and Mai Tai, for you being on here. Make sure you guys join their free challenge, which is right there in the comments section. You can go to Courtney Wellness Companion right on Facebook. And that's their Facebook group. It's free to do that. You're going to get 50% discount if you reach out to them by midnight tonight. Their normal rate is like $19.95 or something, but guess what? It's going to be $9.99 for you to be able to join as a member and go on this companion journey with them. You can DM Courtney Jacobs, or you can also DM Mai Tai and let them know you want in. Let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. And if you do it by midnight tonight, you'll get that special discount. If not, you can still join for the $19.99 or $19.95 for the month and keep it moving that way too, if it doesn't benefit you to do it right now. But if I were you, I would go ahead and do it right before midnight tonight. All right. And okay, everybody. So listen, I'm going to take a quick commercial break and introduce you to another one of our episode sponsors, because there are all kinds of things that happen in society. And when death occurs, whether it's a wrongful death of a loved one, and you're like, what do I do? Reach out to Hunter Everidge Law Firm, and here's what you can know about that.
When someone has lost a loved one, They want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter & Everett, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on, and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
All right, everyone, we are back here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And again, today's episode sponsor is also sponsored by Attorney Everett with Hunter Everett Law Firm. You can reach them if you're in the Charlotte or in the Richmond area. You can reach them at 704-377-9157. And you can private messenger them at Hunter and Everett and share your story with them, and they will definitely take a look at your project and your case. So please let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. Again, that's hunter-everett.com. Thank you for being one of today's episode sponsors. We are back here on the Kim Jacobs Show, and we have none other than Sean LaRae Brinkley. Yes, let me introduce her to you. And keep your comments coming, everyone. We're going to make sure that we take a moment to address your comments towards the end of today's broadcast. Sean LaRae is a licensed marriage, family therapist, and transformational performance coach. She's a speaker, trainer, and author, best described as a people person. I can see that all in your continents. You are a people person. Yes, Courtney and they're going to yank you up because they're going to be like, and now she's an ambassador for the Courtney Wellness Crusade. Okay, Sean LaRae possesses a magnetic zest for life as her energy is boundless, her passion relentless, and her joyous spirit is infectious. Currently, Sean LaRae is pursuing her doctorate of general psychology with an emphasis on performance psychology, and she also holds several certifications, including the psychology of trauma, mindfulness, and laughter yoga. Oh, no wonder you're laughing. Oh my gosh, I need this. Okay, welcome, Sean. Sean LaRae, how are you?
Hello, good morning out there, everyone. I am happy to be here. Kim, forgive me for the phone. I am a fan of your show, and I've been watching for quite a while now, and I actually won from Corrine Brown. The class, yes.
That's another one of our experts here on the Kim Jacobs Show, and she's our fresh expert. So follow Corinne Brown at The Fresh Expert on all of our social media pages. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I guess you want to know about me.
Yes. Well, I guess I didn't even ask a question. I was relishing in the laughter and the psychology and the joy and the green background. So definitely, Sean, you are a speaker at the upcoming Power Up Summit. And so I would like to know, what are you going to be speaking about? Tell us just a glimpse into it, because we can't wait till July 14th through the 18th. What are you going to be speaking about?
So as a transformational performance coach and a trauma specialist, and even with my therapy practice, one of the things that I love to do is work with women primarily and a few good men. And I help them to move past the limiting beliefs that sometimes keep us stuck after we've had a trauma, or just, life turns upside down. And for myself, honestly, my life just turned upside down. In January, my husband and I both got COVID. And I lost my wonderful king February 2nd of this year. And, of course, it's a horrible trauma. It's a horrible tragedy. It's the hardest thing that I've ever had to get through. But what I'm learning is that I am built to get through these kinds of things. And so I'm leaning on the joy that I live with daily, that comes from God, and that my husband lived in, and the way that I was able to be loved by this man. And I did not find my husband until late in life. And when we got together, sparks were made, and we were able to just support one another in all of the things that we did. My husband was a licensed private investigator, and he was just the most joyous spirit you could ever imagine. And whenever we were together, people would always comment on how cute we were as a couple. And I even had a friend tell me after my husband passed that when she watched my husband watch me speak at an event that she came down to see, she thought, she was sitting at the table with my husband, and she thought to herself, I need to have a man look at me at least once like that before I die. So the gift that I had in my husband is actually what is fueling me now to continue to do what he supported me in doing. And so though my heart is completely shattered, and every day I have to make a decision to get up and do what I've been gifted to do. When I was a little girl, my mama said, anybody that talks as much as this child ought to get paid.
That's funny.
So that's what I am working to do. So in my talk, in Power Up, I will be talking about how to power up even when you don't feel like you can turn on the button. And so I just really want to help women, and again, a few good men, to see that you are not what happened to you, and that you can still live your life on full tilt boogie, even after trauma and tragedy. And also that, you know, I'm a woman of a certain age, so I like to encourage other women and men of a certain age that just because you are chronologically mature doesn't mean that your life stops and that the fun stops and that your gifts don't keep rolling. I did not go back to school to get my master's degree to become a therapist until I was 50 years old. And I'm doing my doctorate at 61. And so here I'm too old.
Stop. Time out. Time out. We're going to take a time out. Oh, wait. We putting you in the middle right here, right there, right there. You did not say at 61. Did you say 60 anything?
61.
Get, girl. Right there is that's amazing. You look amazing.
They call that good black. I'm just gonna tell you what they call it. That good black. They don't
yes. Crack. I turned 61 in February. Listen, I can't even believe it. So let me tell you.
Girl, when I turn 61, I'm telling you, if I look like you, y'all, I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna be like, hey, all kind of stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That is amazing. You look great.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you are such an inspiration, sharing your story. Let me put you back over here. Where I got to figure out where to put you. I don't put Vera. I put everybody. Say a poem, Vera. Say a poem. I gotta get her. All right, y'all, listen. This is incredible because what you're doing is you are inspiring people to know, like you say, you're not what happened to you. You're chronologically mature, limiting beliefs that get you stuck, but things have happened that would steal anybody's joy, obviously. So what advice would you give women, men, the few good men that you're talking about, to be able to get through the trial or the tribulation that they're experiencing if they don't have this wonderful vibe that you have about you, that they're just trying to figure out how to make this thing come together again?
I tell them to call me.
Oh, okay. There you have it. Okay.
But honestly, Kim, I'm a God girl. So that's the first line of defense for me is God. I lean on the scriptures. I have specific scriptures that are my favorites. My husband and I both shared Philippians 4:4-8. Thank you, Vera, because she quoted part of it. But the first thing it starts out with is rejoice. And then it says, I will say it again, rejoice. And I just believe that God really wanted to kind of, drive that point home, that even in your trials, there are things to rejoice about. And so what I am living on now is just the memories that my husband gifted me with, the joy that we had together, and the joy that I get to get up every day and continue to live this life, because he did not. And we both had COVID, and we both had severe cases of it. I have asthma, I have since given up dairy. You'll be happy to know that, Courtney and Mai Tai. I have had to give up dairy and other things, and it just makes a difference. So just really being committed to making the changes in your mindset and even in your health and wellness, because when you look good, you feel good. And I just am naturally a joyous spirit. When I was a little girl, I decided that it feels good to feel good. It feels bad to feel bad. I choose to feel good. And I still live by that. And that doesn't mean that I disconnect from or deny the pain that I feel in my heart, but I don't allow that to be the first thing that you see when you see me.
Right. I love that advice. I mean, you guys, you're learning so much key information here today on the Kim Jacobs Show. And I'm so grateful that you've taken the opportunity to impart this level of wisdom to us. You can actually stay connected with Sean LaRae. And here's how you can do that. Tell them specifically where they can find your information. I see that you have your link tree here. So I've put it in the comment sections. If you go there, Living Loved Healing, and that's her link tree, you'll be able to officially get all of the information as to how you can stay connected with Sean LaRae.
And also my Instagram is Living Loved Healing. I have a Living Loved Healing Facebook, as well as Sean LaRae Brinkley on Facebook. So you can follow me at either of those places. And like she said, my websites for both my therapy and my coaching and my Instagram are in the link tree.
I just followed you on Living Loved Healing, Sean LaRae Brinkley, and she is a licensed marriage and family therapist, transformational performance coach. Her link tree is there. Follow her on all of her social media platforms. And I am just so grateful that you came here today to impart this wisdom to us.
Thank you. If I could say one more thing. I'm a mindfulness, a big advocate for mindfulness, and I'm a mindfulness practitioner. And if you go to my Instagram, I do a mindful minute on Mondays. On Wednesdays, I reiterate tips for you. And on Fridays, I dance and do my reel, and I do some giveaways, and I point to things that are pertinent, and I'm having the best fun doing that. So I'd love for people to come on and follow me. I just got to 1,017 followers, so I'm excited. Thank you.
You have 1,018 already, and then I'm sure Courtney and Mata, that's 1920, and then who else over here? You have Jacqueline. That's 21, Carrie Ann, 22, Cassandra, 23 in the background there. She's helping. It's okay. Everybody else that's gonna follow Sean LaRae Brinkley today, just push Sean. I'm I'm following you, Sean, or something. Say yes. So we can say 1,023, 24, 25, 26. Let's get to some thousands here today. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
I am so glad you're here today. All right, everybody. So listen, we're going to learn more about one of our episode sponsors, which is none other than Snow Legal. The Snow Legal Group is based in the Charlotte area, and they're also based in the South Carolina area. Listen, if you've dealt with some type of situation, I can tell you this. Attorney Kenneth D. Snow just had a major win of someone that had been in prison for 5 years, wrongfully accused of murder. And guess what? They won the case. And now this man is home with his family after 5 years. And so they know what they're doing to be able to win cases over at Snow Legal Group. So make sure you tell them when you reach out to them that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. Let's learn more about Snow Legal now.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
Right, everyone. We are back here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And I'm telling you, it's been some great information that's been shared today. And I'm very impressed with all of the speakers that's here from the Power Up Summit. I want to make sure that you guys know with the Power Up Summit that's taking place, it's happening on July 14th through the 18th. And we have today, just via Zoom, she's going to be talking to us. Let me share the audio here. Real briefly, we're going to hear from the person that's spearheading this project, and she is with the Power Up Summit. I think everybody can see this, so we're going to hit play and hear from her.
Somebody say power up. I'm your host and creator of Power Up International Virtual Summit. coming to you July the 14th through the 18th. Yes, I'm Kern Cherry, your butts in the seat queen, and I want to encourage you to join us on that international stage as a speaker, vendor, sponsor, panelist. Join us right now. Go to powerupsummit.com, powerupsummit.com, and join us right now. Register so that you can be a part of the 5-day conference, 5-day summit coming to you in July the 14th through the 18th. Powerupsummit.com. Register right now. It is free. Of course, we are going to be bigger and even better. Powerupsummit.com. I'm Kern Cherry, host, creator, and visionary behind powerupsummit.com. Register right now, powerupsummit.com.
All right, everybody, you heard it right from Kern Cherry directly to go to powerupsummit.com. And that's what some of these speakers that are here today are gracing us with their presence, because they are a part of the Power Up Summit that's taking place July 14th through the 18th. So you're getting ready to hear some more powerful words. I just can't even imagine. My mind is going to be completely blown when I go to this conference, because I will have my butt in the seat. Jacqueline, how are you today?
I am well. Thank you for having me on the show.
I'm so glad that you're here today. Jacqueline Caba Harrison is a licensed clinical social worker in the state of Michigan. So all the way from Michigan, if you're in the Michigan area, give a shout out for Michigan. All right. Since 2003 and a practicing social worker since 1994. Over the years, she's learned her role is to serve as a catalyst for change. She's a confidence and success coach, executive channel producer at the Women Win TV network, TV talk show and symposium host, author, clinician, and she created Realizing Your Potential, LLC, to empower and inspire African-American women everywhere. Her work is about getting African-American women to recognize and harness their power and to empower themselves and others to manifest abundance in our lives. I say our because I'm African-American, so in our lives. More specifically, she helps coaches and consultants create effective strategies to eliminate negative self-talk and self-sabotaging. I want to welcome Jacqueline Caba Harrison. Hi, talk to us. Jacqueline, so now you are going to be a part of the Power Up Summit as well. And I already can't even imagine how. I think I'm going to need tissue, my cloth. I'm going to need my notepad, my water, everything, because we're going to learn so much information. What am I going to learn from you at the Power Up Summit?
Well, during this summit, I'm actually going to be telling my story, which is, so I'm a confidence and success coach. So I primarily focus on how I was able to rebuild my self-confidence, rebuild my confidence and my self-confidence. So I'm going to be focusing on, just basically starting at the beginning, and bringing it all the way up to 2021, here we are today, and the different things that I'm involved in and how I have actually been able to rebuild my confidence and sharing tips and tools with the ladies. And like you said, a few good men. Somebody said a few good men. I like that. To be able to help them basically be able to level up, power up, so on and so forth. And it's really about, because you're going to have hurdles and obstacles, right? But what's really important is how you deal with it, how you maneuver through it. So I'm going to be basically sharing the number one tool that I used in which to rebuild my self-esteem.
I love that. And so as people are struggling to have their self-esteem be reignited and recreated and redeveloped, repurposed, or whatever the case may be, what advice would you give people as like the biggest thing that they can do to jumpstart their self-esteem if they really are at ground zero?
Okay. So this is very simple. And it's something that people can begin doing right away, is celebrate your wins.
Yes.
Right? I don't care how big or how small they are. because that's something that I didn't do. I was always so focused on what I hadn't done or how it didn't work out or what the next thing was that I was going to do or tackle or handle, that I never even stopped in that moment to say, or along the way, pat myself on the back. Oh, you had, good job, Jackie. Other people would say it and I would quickly diminish it or just dismiss it. So if you ask me, like I said, one simple tip that you can like start right now is actually celebrating your wins. I don't care if, maybe you want to create a virtual summit. You come up with the name of that virtual summit or a list of maybe one or two people that you want to invite on your platform. Celebrate it, and that helps to keep you motivated along the way. It helps to keep you inspired, helps to keep you motivated. It helps to boost your confidence. So that's the one tip off the top of my head that I'll share with you all right now.
That's good.
Big or small.
That's really good tip. I love that tip. I talk about that actually in one of the books that I wrote as well called Extreme Balance Makeover. But celebrate yourself. If you don't celebrate yourself, then nobody else can even know how to celebrate you. And there's nothing wrong with being able to love you and who God created you to be. I am grateful that you shared that particular tip because everyone needs to learn how to say, hey, I'm doing okay over here as a mom or as a dad or as a going back to school or here dealing with death after and having to be on your own again at the age of 61. There's a lot of different things that people are transitioning through and they're doing well as they're going through their journey. So thank you for that tip. How can people stay connected with you?
I can actually be found, my handle on Facebook and Instagram is the same. It's Realizing Your Potential and the numbers 123.
Realizing Your Potential, everyone. Make sure we go and follow Realizing Your Potential right on Instagram or Facebook. Here it is right here. I'm following you right now. There you go. All right.
So that's Instagram and Facebook. I am on LinkedIn as well under my name, Jacqueline Kabah Harrison, and Clubhouse at the initials RYP LLC, Realizing Your Potential LLC.
RYP LLC. If you're not on Clubhouse, make sure you get invited to be there because it's a conversation where you're getting a chance to hear people just talk about all manner of topics and you're learning from them free. So you're constantly getting some free tips that you can apply to your life immediately. So connect with Jacqueline right on her Clubhouse, RYP, Realizing Your Potential, RYP LLC. That is excellent. Any other tip that you want to share? Because we're going to prepare to get ready to close out, which is hard to do after a whole hour. It's been some great information.
I guess the last piece is I think us as women, and especially African-American women, we have a tendency just to kind of suck it up, and just, keep going and not really acknowledging how we feel or reaching out for help. And a lot of times we don't even want to congratulate ourselves because we consider it like boasting. It's like almost like it's a taboo to toot your own horn. No, it's not a taboo to toot your own horn. Your hands should be tired from patting yourself on the back for all the phenomenal things that we do. So don't be afraid to pat yourself on the back. You're not conceited. It's not, vain. I want you to do it and realize and recognize how that will carry you on, how that'll motivate you to do better.
That's good. Very good information, everybody that's been on this panel today. I salute each of you and thank you all because y'all have done just a magnificent job of pouring into the studio audience today. I saw quite a few comments come in. I do ask too if you'd be willing to go back at least to my Facebook page and answer some of the comments for the guests that were in the studio audience and just chimed in throughout today's broadcast. Rosalind Malone says, and she hosts a show that's called Sold Out Saturday Stories and is biblically based. She said, we keep going and keep doing too much sometimes. So just taking a moment to stop. Thank you very much. Very necessary reminder. Let us stop lest we stop when we fall or fail. You know what? Wait a minute. I know what I need to do for a second. But I don't know what I'm seeing without these glasses. Wait a minute now. I'm like, I can't help. Okay. Thank you for this necessary reminder. Lest we stop when we fall. Yes, that's good. And Sean LeRae, Jacqueline, I'm a Midwest girl too. Mental health collaboration and in the making, sis. Lots of comments, and I see you all communicating with each other throughout. So it's like y'all are in the studio audience and then you turn into your neighbor. That's exactly what I want to have happen here on the Kim Jacobs Show. Let's see. I see powerupsummit.com. Yes, make sure you guys are in that seat for Friday. It's going to be July 14th through the 18th. Make sure you don't miss that conference. You are awesome. You are awesome, Miss Sean. So encouraging for my 60s sister. That's what she said. Althea is on. Justine Hilliard said, condolences to you, Miss Sean. Our prayers are with you. And lots of comments that have been coming in. All of the ways to stay connected with our panel are in the comments. Lots of prayers to you as well. Can Carrie Ann Hilliard tell us about her HAZO for the youth? What is HAZO for the youth, Carrie Ann? Tell them right quick. And that'll be your closing comment. And then we're going to get ready.
Okay. So HAZOS is all about help adolescents speak out. I create a safe space, bringing youth together, and I let them talk about any challenges they're having. And I teach them how to overcome those challenges. So that's what it's all about. I think I gave you that website as well.
Yes, that's carrieannhilliard.com. And make sure that you stay connected with Carrie Ann. And HAZO is helping adolescents speak out. Do you know how many of us need to have adolescents learn how to speak out? I am with you. I love sweets, no judgment. Talking to Mai Tai. Don't forget to take your 50% off opportunity today before midnight. If you're just joining, go back and watch the replay, because if you missed that 50% off, you're going to be in for a treat. Okay. And then the Go Green Challenge that was shared with Courtney and Mai Tai, saying we're going to incorporate all of these greens throughout the month of July. So join the free challenge that they're doing. Lots of comments. Thank you all so much. I saw people put those water jugs, which I didn't want to disregard either, because Courtney, you had asked for people. Yeah, people had put those. See, she ran and got her water. Everybody went and got their water. And let's see. So proud of you, Carrie Ann. I really love when you guys participate like this. Hello, Vera Thomas. Lots of hearts and love and hugs coming throughout the studio audience. You are not alone. Single parents need to hear your story. Let me go back. I saw some water bottles. I know I saw people are on the water bottle challenge, Courtney. I just can't find them right now. But lots of water bottle symbols were emojis. Here it goes. It matters. Yes, your health matters. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. ×4. Janelle says, hey, water, water, water. Ernetta Caldwell, water, water, water. Justine Hilliard, water, water, water. Mai Tai, water, water, water. So lots of people went and grabbed some water throughout today's broadcast. All right, everybody, listen. I got you front and center, huh? Carrie Ann, like, please take me off the screen. Carrie Ann, like, do I have to be the one that stay up here the whole time? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm in my own world over here. But you got to be your authentic self. I don't have a confidence issue yet, clearly, right? You're like, Kim does not lack confidence. No, I don't. Okay, not at all. Okay, let's see. And my hope is built on Jesus Christ, not on people. Hey, Dr. Joe. Love you, Carrie Ann. That is awesome and so needed. Thanks for doing that work. Hello, everyone. I'm going to watch the replay. This is Vicky. Vicky's one of our experts as well. She talks about domestic violence and how she's been gracefully broken, attempted suicide 4 times. Follow Vicky Lynell Evans. Okay. Great person to follow. All right, everybody, we have to get off of this good show. I guess it's time. Cassandra, I see your facial expression backstage. You're like, Kim, disconnect. It's time to go. She working with me backstage and she got like her face like, come on, Kim, you know the show is over now. I just want to ask you guys, do you have one closing comment that you wanted to say that was burning in your spirit and you're like, Kim, I really wish I got a chance to say it one more time? I don't want to disconnect. All right, nobody.
Hey Kim, I do want to say something. If you can today, take some time and go outside. We talk about exercise, we talk about eating healthy, we talk about drinking water. I've been on this thing lately where I think there's something really significant about spending time in nature. Your creative process, get a chance to be around trees and grass as much as possible. Take some time to do that. I know everybody's in their office and they're in the pandemic mindset where you have to be, but take some time and go outside and just embrace nature. I think that's very important to good health.
Excellent. Excellent. Anybody else had a closing comment?
I just want to say, don't be discouraged. Let your light shine and hold fast to your dreams.
Excellent. Excellent. Any other closing comment? Go ahead, Sean Lurie.
Okay, I just want to say, kind of piggybacking also on what Courtney said, remember to think about your breath in mindfulness and just take some time during the day to be still. And it's always great when you are outdoors to really pay close attention to the little things that you see. Watch a bird, watch a caterpillar do its thing, because those are the things that calm your nervous system down and allow your spirit to rise. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Yes. I just wanted to piggyback on that and enjoy the little things. Like she said, enjoy the little things. So much joy. Take time to smile.
Yes, y'all. This is great. Okay, well, I think any final comments? I want to say support the Kim Jacobs Show and definitely be an online financial contributor so that we can continue to bring balance to the world, one household at a time. These are some of the ways that you can do it. Carrie Ann, I know that you're one of our financial contributors online, and I don't take that for granted. I really appreciate it. And any of our online financial contributors, I love giving shout outs. Send your contributions. I'll shout you out automatically. So thank you for being a supporter of the Kim Jacobs Show and making this show possible. This is the only way we're working together collaboratively to bring balance to the world, one household at a time. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to put lots of the weekly highlights. We're going to put lots of the weekly highlights in the comment section. Some of the things that happened this week, like Michael B. Jordan had a controversy and wants to rebrand his rum or something that's happened. It's a lot of stuff that's been happening throughout the week that we're gonna, how to pick a perfectly ripe watermelon and cantaloupe honeydew every time. We're gonna put that link in the comments so you'll know how to do that. If you're trying to pick that green watermelon, you're going to learn how to do that. And then the Britney Spears conservatory battle that's been going on, we're going to put those comments. You can go back and kind of get a week at a glance right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. All right, everybody. Thank you for being my guest today. Thank you for tuning into the Kim Jacobs Show. And we are going to see you on Monday. Monday, we're going to be talking with a young lady that's got a dynamic story. You don't want to miss it. And she's part of Dr. Jerry's tribe. That's Paula Favre. So you want to be in your seats to hear her on Monday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you on Monday, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of the Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Kim Jacobs Show.